This is the universal hot crazy matrix for partner dancers. Whether you do West Coast swing, salsa, tango, Latin, or ballroom, this video is for you. I've developed this chart on my own through my 69 years of living on this planet. This is how it works. You have your hot axis and you have your crazy axis. Hot is measured from 0 to 10, and crazy is measured from 4 to 10, because there's no such thing as a dancer who isn't at least a 4 crazy. This is your hot crazy line. It's always important that you keep this line in mind. But before we go on, if you want to watch more dance comedy videos that make you laugh and be happy, then please subscribe to my channel. Let's continue with the graph. As a rule of thumb, this is your no-go zone, aka your social dance only zone. We do not become dance partners with somebody unless they're at least a 5 hot in our mind. Don't commit to more than social dancing with these dancers. That's just the way it is. Life is better that way. Between 5 to 8 hot is your dance partner zone. You can hang out with these dancers and practice with them all you want. Keep in mind though, when you're in the dance partner zone, your main goal should be to move out of this zone to a more permanent location. Dancers in this zone are not crazy most of the time. Now above the hot crazy line and hotter than 5 is a place we call the danger zone. These are guys named Daniel, Dominic, Diego, really any guy trying to give you the D with the first letter of their name. You also want to watch out for women from Russia, New York, or Los Angeles, especially if they run an Instagram side hustle, because you'll become the guy who takes all their pictures. These dancers will make crazy dramatic posts about you on Facebook. They won't let you practice with other people, and you'll wind up awkwardly avoiding eye contact with each other at social dances. My pro tip: avoid these dancers at all costs. Now that we have most of this chart filled out, a few places left to go, you have to understand something. This is not a static environment. You have to use this chart to collect reliable data over time. At any moment in time, any dancer that you've previously located on this chart can vanish and appear anywhere else. What you have to do is collect some data over time and find out where your cluster points are. And it's only then can you begin to consider your data reliable. Moving on, below the hot crazy line and hotter than an 8 is your teaching or routine partner zone. These are the dancers that you want to build a long-term dance partnership with. They should be crazier than 7 because they need to be crazy enough to come up with great ideas. Or they need to be insane enough to convince you to perform in front of hundreds of people and to put in all the hundreds and thousands of hours of work that it will need. They're hot enough to get you lots of likes on your social media posts, and they're reasonably not crazy most of the time. If you have 2 people in this zone dating each other, then you're going to have an amazing performance partnership. But you're also going to have a spectacularly toxic relationship. Definitely not sustainable in the long term. Now above an 8 hot and between a 5 to 7 crazy is your marriage zone. When you meet dancers in this zone, you can consider marrying them. Remember, this zone or this chart is not scale to size. It's just a representation of what you could be going after. It's not a pie chart showing how many dancers fall specifically into this zone. Pro tip: if you want a sustainable romantic and professional dance partnership, then you need somebody in the routine partner zone and somebody else in the marriage zone. You need somebody crazy enough to push both your boundaries as artists, but you also need somebody sane enough to tone down all the crazy. Below a 5 crazy and above an 8 hot is your unicorn zone, otherwise known as #fake. There are no dancers that fall into this zone. So I was explaining this chart to a guy one time, and he said, wait a minute. I met this super cute girl. She's like at least a 9 hot, super chill, not even a 4 crazy. I was like, wait a minute. You're telling me you met a girl who is like a 9 hot and maybe like a 2 or 3 crazy? He said, yeah, man, I like her a lot. I told him, dude, you gotta be careful. She's a trap. She's only trying to get free dance advice out of you and everybody else. When I explain this to a girl, she's like, that's not true. I met this guy. He's super cute. We practice all the time and he's really nice. I'm so into him. I looked her in the eye and said, wait a hot minute. You're telling me he's super cute, you practice all the time, and he doesn't seem crazy? She was like, uh-huh. I told her, you gotta be careful. He's a player. He's only using dance as an excuse to sleep with you. There you have it. Anybody below a 4 crazy and above an 8 hot is either a trap or a player. Watch out for these people the most. And now this concludes my chart. You too now understand the universal hot crazy matrix for partner dancers.